Hey, what's up everyone, this is Raven Gunpla and let's get started. So today we are reviewing the HG Gundam, the Origin Gundam Marine Type aka Gundiver. Now its full designation is a mouthful, the RAG-79-G1 Gundam Marine Type. Okay, that is a mouthful. Now actually, before moving forward, a special shout out to the sponsor of this channel, Sci-Fi Anime Montreal. They are providing different types of plastic model kits from Pbandai, Kotobukiya, frame arms, and many more. I will leave the link in the description below so you guys can check them out. And they are providing a special discount for any orders $50 and above. And here is the code and the link in the description below so you guys can check them out. Sci-Fi Anime Montreal. Now, for the history of this unit here, there are two. There is the main and then there is the origin line. But let's start off with the main. Now, the RAG-79-G1 Gundam Marine Type, aka the Gundiver, is actually a variant of the RAG-79 Aqua GM, and it is actually tuned for ace pilots. Now, this unit actually retained the same basic concept, but then given the name the Gundam Marine Type due to its head resembling a Gundam head. And it actually have improved thrust and generator output and had been equipped with modified weapons. Now, there are other weapon loadout as well, which actually is quite interesting. Now, for the main line, this unit made an appearance in the Kunio Okawara Collection SD Club number 13, and then later on made an appearance in the Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Noble Shroud. Now, as for the origin line, it is practically almost the same, and it is actually featured in the Mobile Suit Discovery. And then you got the Mobile Suit Gundam, the Origin MSD, Kukuru's Dance Island manga. Now, it is actually based off the Aqua GM and the RX-78-01 and Gundam Local Type during the 1-year war, and had been used by the Earth Federation as a Gundam Marine Type. Now, this unit is definitely interesting. I really do like the color separation and variant, and got to admit, I am actually liking this unit here. Now, that's it for the history. Let's move on to the next piece, shall we? Okay, so let's talk about the armament. So the first item is the torpedo pods, which is integrated in the backpack of the Gundiver here and used for underwater warfare. Now, the next item is the harpoon gun that is actually equipped at the left forearm. It actually fires harpoons with shaped charge built into their tips to destroy the enemy mobile suit from the inside. Yikes! Very versatile, definitely. And then the next one is the hand anchor that is actually equipped at the right forearm. It is a grappling claw that can be launched to grab enemy units for different purposes, and you can pull them closer or you can get closer to them. And it actually stabilizes the Gundam Marine Type during dangerous water currents. Now, the next items are the beam picks. It's a pair of practically beam sabers that is actually equipped at the right side skirt, and it is actually the same weapon as the Aqua GM. And then last but not the least, you have the underwater use beam rifle. Now, interestingly enough, this beam rifle actually got two features. You get the covered part, and this is actually made for underwater battle, and it can be removed when the unit, the Gundiver, is on land. Well, now that is definitely worth it. Now, some of its feature is the wired periscope. It is actually a camera on the back of the head that can detach to become a wire-guided periscope, allowing the Gundiver to view units while underwater. Now, when it comes to leftovers, this is what you have left. Yes, that's it, and plenty of polycaps. Yikes! Now, you do have your other items like this piece of wire here, and then you got your pair of beam saver effect bars, which is smaller than your typical, and it is a beam peak after all. And then you have your right hand trigger, and then you get your paper stickers for details, and then you got your decal stickers. So I will definitely use the decal stickers here to give the Gundiver here some details, and paint over some of the details, because I'm not a huge fan of the paper stickers. They're a pain. Okay, now let's move on to the next page, which is features, nubs, and seam lines. Okay, we're gonna start off with the beam saver here. Now, as you guys can see, there's actually nubs and seam line here on top and on the bottom. Yeah, this kind of sucks, but then you guys can see the details, which is nice. So you do have two options here. You can actually seal this up, but then it will actually kind of remove some of the nice details here, which is I really don't want to. Now here's what the actual beam rifle looks like without the cover, and this is actually nice, well designed. Now of course there's some nubs there and seam lines, but you can actually fix it easily. This one here, not a whole lot. Now as you guys can see here, this is the inside, so you can definitely design this where you can actually remove this certain areas here, so you can actually slide on the beam rifle if you want to. Now when it comes to the kit itself, as you guys can see, really great details there. Now there's a lot of panel lining that you can do, which is I'm actually quite impressed. Now for the harpoon gun here, you guys can see there's a seam line at the white line there and a nub. And for the forearm itself, as you guys can see, not bad at all. But let's remove this piece here, and this can be its own weapon as well, just to let you guys know. Wow, just look at that. Okay, now let's remove this whole thing here. So as you guys can see, the seam lines here for the forearm is actually well placed. Now this is the claw arm up close, and you can actually grab the wire and just install it, which is not bad at all. Now of course you're gonna need your own stand, and this is articulated, which is nice. Now closer look here, you do have the seam lines at the shoulder piece there, and then you got the nubs and seam lines. Now let's have there more light for the headpiece, and then you got your seam lines there at the shoulder. Okay, and for the backpack here, now let's just remove this. Now this actually just snap on, really nice, snug, but you got to be careful because you might separate the whole thing. Now for the backpack, you actually got evident nubs there and seam lines. They are well hidden, really fascinating. Okay, and now for the backpack here, as you guys can see, you can actually drill some slots here and make it look good, or add more weapons or a different type of backpack. And yes, and just to let you guys know, there's a lot of thick nubs here for a Pbandai kit. Just look at that. Now you do have nubs there, as you guys can see at the leg area. Okay, so that's it for the nubs and seam lines. Now let's move on to the articulation test. Now the articulation test, this is going to be a quick one. For the backpack here, you can actually just slide this in. Now this here, it is very articulated. Okay, and then you can just equip this here, and you can just snap it on. Okay, there you go. And then this is a polycap, and there's the range of motion, double jointed. Okay, for the headpiece here, really not a whole lot of range of motion for the headpiece. And you know what, it actually got a really nice design with that mouthpiece there. And then you got your articulated waist here. Now you can remove this. This is what it looks like. This is well built. And then you get your side skirt that is articulated. Okay, and then you get the slot here for your action base, and then not a polycap. And there's your range of motion, which is nice. And then for the feet, oops. Okay, so this actually got some really good range of motion, but can be limited as well at a certain extent. Now, is this unit actually worth getting? Actually, yes, it is worth getting, but just to be on the same page here, this is a premium Pbandai kit, so price tag will depend depending on location and the stocks that they have. So every couple of years, Pbandai do a re-release of premium Pbandai kits and normal kits, so just be ready, okay? But I definitely highly suggest for anyone to get this beast here. I really enjoyed building this beast. I'm quite happy. This is my first kit of 2022. Yes, so really good articulation. There's knobs and seam lines in different areas. It actually got some paper stickers, which is not really a fan of, but there's not a whole lot. And you got your decal sheet, so you can do some panel lining, minor painting to give it more detail, and you can put this on your display case for everyone to see and for you to enjoy. Okay, that's all the time that I got, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am very impressed building this unit here, so highly advisable. Now, before ending, special shout out to the sponsor of this channel, Sci-Fi Anime Montreal. They provide different types of plastic model kits from Pbandai, Kotobukiya, frame arms, and many more. I will leave the link in the description below so you guys can check them out. And they are providing a special discount right now for any orders $50 and above for within Canada only for the moment. So check out Sci-Fi Anime Montreal and stop by and say hi and tell them I sent you. Okay, so remember, have fun, relax, and enjoy. That is Gunpla. And have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. This is Raven Gunpla, signing out.